Welcome to a new episode of the adventures of the explorer Cat Max. Today, we're heading to a place where nature and time have crafted something truly magical. In the heart of South America, in the southern part of Chile, lies one of the planet's most mesmerizing natural wonders. The Marble Caves, or Capillas de Mármol in Spanish. These caves are located on the shores of General Carrera Lake, the second largest lake in South America, after Lake Titicaca. Geographically, they are in the Asen region of Patagonia, approximately at 46 degrees, 39 minutes south latitude, and 72 degrees, 37 minutes west longitude, around 1,200 kilometers south of Chile's capital, Santiago. The lake is shared by two countries, Chile and Argentina. In Argentina, it is known as Lake Buenos Aires. This lake is more than just a beautiful body of water. It was formed during the glacial period, and its waters are fed by meltwater from the Andes Mountains glaciers. It is this icy, mineral-rich water that has slowly and patiently carved the caves over more than 6,000 years, etching arches, columns, and tunnels into the marble. Structures that reflect the lake's light like gemstones. The marble caves in Chile are considered the largest marble deposit on Earth. Some scientists estimate the weight of the marble here to be around 5 million tons. The terrain is nearly wild and difficult to access. The nearest village, Puerto Rio Tranquilo, is hours away via winding mountain roads. There's no access to the caves from land. You can only reach them by water, drifting over the turquoise surface in a small boat or kayak. But for our heroes, Max and his companion, the robot Bublik, nothing is impossible. Their shuttle is once again in orbit around Earth, ready for a new landing.
Hello, friends. Max here. Today, Bublik and I are heading to one of the most secret and magical places on the planet. Imagine it, Bublik, marble carved by water over centuries. Smooth walls, colorful reflections, all underground and in water.
Max, are these old mines or were they man-made?
Oh no, everything you'll see there was created by nature itself. For millions of years, glacial meltwater carved the marble, layer by layer, like a sculptor, and we have the chance to see it.
The shuttle begins its descent. At 100 kilometers above Earth, the outlines of the continents are still visible. South America slowly comes into view. Soon, in the Asen province, they'll land near the lake fed by glacial waters. The shuttle gently descends through the clouds. Below, the turquoise waters of General Carrera Lake glisten. The jagged, snow-capped peaks of the Andes rise in the distance. General Carrera Lake is tectonic and glacial in origin. Its waters are turquoise blue due to fine mineral particles. The area spans more than 1,800 square kilometers. The caves are located right on the shore, like marble chapels hanging over the water. A smooth landing in the mountains near the lake. The hatch opens and Max steps outside, followed by Bublik.
We're here. The air is pure. Do you hear that? Only the wind and waves. Ready, Bublik?
Ready at 99.98%. The rest depends on your inspiration, Max.
Morning over Patagonia. The waters of General Carrera Lake are calm as a mirror. A boat glides across the surface, heading toward the famous marble caves. Marble arches carved over millions of years. Max and Bublik are already en route. They are about to discover not just a geological wonder, but a library of natural memory. Through the water, the light-colored base of the cliffs is visible.
Bublik, look. These rocks look like they were carved by giants, and you know what's really fascinating? It's all calcite marble. Sedimentary rocks transformed into metamorphic rock under high pressure millions of years ago.
The colors, why are they so bright? Blue, gray, sometimes almost turquoise.
It's all because of the water. General Carrera Lake is fed by glacial meltwater. The water flows into the caves and reflects off the walls. And that's how we get these magical colors. There's almost no dust inside, only pure nature.
The caves consist of three main sections: La Cathedral, the cathedral; La Capilla, the chapel; and La Cueva, the cave. Light refracts in the water. Everything shimmers in shades of blue and silver.
It's like being inside an iceberg, only the walls are warm. And see this pattern? It was created by different minerals. Looks like waves frozen in stone.
The formation of the caves took around 6,000 years. Underground water flows gradually eroded the marble layer by layer, creating twisted arches and tunnels. Today, the water level varies with the seasons, so the reflections and cave access change constantly.
Detected! Calcite content above average. Micropores, minimal.
Now imagine these caves are alive. They're still changing. Even a slight rise in water level can reshape them. Some scientists call them breathing structures.
The caves also act as resonators. If you listen closely, you can hear water droplets creating sound waves that echo off the walls, like a natural musical instrument.
Bublik, do you hear that? Nature is playing its own organ.
The journey through the marble caves continues. Max and Bublik explore every curve, every flicker of light. What surrounds them is not just a landscape, but a living encyclopedia of nature. Let's go deeper. And with Max, discover the most fascinating features of this extraordinary place.
The water in General Carrera Lake is incredibly pure. It's formed by glacial meltwater from northern Patagonia. This water is rich in minerals, especially calcium and magnesium, essential in shaping the marble structures we see here.
The shapes of the walls are no accident. They are the result of ancient geological pressure.
These rocks are metamorphic marble, over 300 million years old. They began forming back in the Paleozoic Era. Imagine rain, glacial water, constant movement. Over thousands of years, water dissolves calcite and carves voids. That's how the caves were born, not in a day. Of course, the process took over 6,000 years.
Beneath the lake's surface lie great depths.
The maximum depth of the lake is about 590 meters. It's the second deepest lake in South America after Titicaca. Fun fact, the lake is shared by two countries, Chile and Argentina. In Chile, it's General Carrera. In Argentina, Lake Buenos Aires. Two names, one wonder.
Now, let's talk about the magic of light.
When sunlight enters the caves, it reflects off the marble walls and the lake bed. The colors, from vivid blue to silver gray, are created by refraction in the marble's crystalline structure. The caves are alive. Their shapes can change over time. Seasonal water levels, erosion, mineral layering, all constantly reshape the patterns before our eyes.
Here's something you won't find inside.
No moss, no algae. The walls are too dense and smooth, and there's very little light that makes these caves biologically clean. You can hear every sound here. A drop hitting the ceiling sounds like a bell. The acoustics are perfect. Some compare them to concert halls.
Today, the caves are a protected natural monument.
Tourists need special permission to visit. Everything's done to preserve the caves. Boat motors are kept at low power, and visitors are asked not to touch the marble walls. The lake's water level changes seasonally. In winter, it rises, and some sections become inaccessible. In summer, the water lowers, revealing more of the caves to explore by boat.
Even on hot days, it stays cool inside.
The cave temperature is around 10 to 14 degrees Celsius. The the water is even colder, especially in spring when the glaciers melt. Despite their airy appearance, the marble structures are surprisingly stable. Even after minor seismic tremors, the caves remain intact.
There's hardly anything else like it on Earth.
There's marble in Italy, in Iran, but floating over water, glowing in such surreal colors and shapes, only here, in Chile.
And all of this, inside marble, stone that remembers prehistoric times. Now it's time to head back to the surface. Evening slowly settles over Lake General Carrera. The sun touches the horizon, painting the water in amber gold. The air is still, only the occasional drop falls from the stalactites, like seconds ticking from the clock of an ancient planet. Max and Bublik stand on the shore. One last glance at this masterpiece of nature. The marble caves, carved by time and water.
These stones whisper their stories. If you take the time to listen, the marble walls don't just hold patterns. They hold memories, millions of years old. And no matter how vast the cosmos is, Earth will always be full of wonders.
Even the oldest stones still know how to surprise.
Wonder is our compass. It guides us forward to new discoveries. And we've only just begun.
They slowly board the shuttle, leaving behind the glassy waters and glowing caverns. The first stars begin to flicker in the sky.
Thank you for joining us. If you love mystery, the beauty of nature, and aren't afraid to explore the unknown, you're in the right place. Subscribe to the adventures of Max the Cat. In our next episode, we'll travel to where ice sinks and the earth breathes beneath the glow of the aurora.
And until then, may the stars light the way.
The space shuttle lifts into the sky, reflected in the lake's mirrored surface. Its lights slowly fade into the twilight, leaving a glowing trail behind. It soars upward, to where the next wonder begins. To the stars, to infinity.